Ladies and gentlemen, would you please make welcome David D. with the Elvis Tribute.
See here, see right up. Oh, see here, what you have done. Well, I said, see right up. Oh, see here, what you have done. Now, girl, you made me love you, but now, you look when it's gone. Hear what I said? Well, I'm going away, baby. Lord, I won't be back till fall. Well, I'm going away, baby. Lord, I won't be back till fall. If I find me a good girl, I won't be back at all. Hear what I say, play me. Yo. Lord, I won't be back till fall. If I find me a good girl, I won't be back at all. Yeah, what I say? Well, I said, see she right up. Oh, see what you have done. Well, I said, see she right up. Lord, see what you have done. Well, girl, you made me love you. Now, your love man is gone. Hear what I say? Well, I say, see.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's another episode of Rogan Radio. And it's the last minute. You know what? You should see actually how we start this stuff. It's the last minute. Listen, we were literally at 6:58 out on the deck outside. Whoa.
Is that you?
It's not me.
Is that you?
I'm muted, honey. I am muted.
I'm muted too.
Who knows? It's one of those things. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Rogan
probably
Radio.
Him talking. He didn't want to admit to it because he didn't want us to give it the stink
What's
eye.
up, Chris?
That's exactly what it was. He will be the last. He's the guy in the elevator that lets a little stink
David
poop.
D, boys. Shoot, let me tell you something. What'd you guys get into today? Anything important?
I went to school, man.
I had a discussion with Steph. We were talking about what do guys do in front of other guys that they don't do in front of girls, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like for example, we were talking about farting. Most guys will fart in front of other dudes, and they talk about it and laugh about it, but they won't do that in front of girls usually. You know what I mean? Unless it's like their spouse or
their
daughter or something like that. But there's things like that you just don't do. I'm trying to think. What are some other things that you?
Well,
you
what
just,
I would,
don't
what
do
I would
it.
front
What
of
would you
girls,
do in front of
girl?
guys that you don't do in front of girls?
How about lumberjack? You ever, you like
lumberjack?
hold this side and just blow, and then
Oh, yeah.
hold this side of your
okay.
nose, and then
Yeah, okay, yeah.
do that in front
well,
of the
we
guys.
that
used
in
to call
front
it
of
snow
other
on a
guys.
mountain.
Snow on the mountain?
Yeah.
Snow on the
Okay.
mountain.
I always
Okay.
call it lumberjack.
Farmer
So you
sneeze.
do that in front of
Farmer
other
sneeze.
guys and not in front of girls. Yeah, that's what I did today. We had a pretty good discussion about
Wow.
that. It's
What
hilarious.
does she do in front of the girls that she doesn't do in front of you?
You know, I don't know.
You
She
never
didn't tell
asked
me.
that?
We were too busy talking about the farting and
I don't think
stuff
girls.
like
I
that.
don't think
See,
girls really.
that's how women get what they want to know out of you guys and separate what they don't want you to know about them.
But I don't
Man.
think they really do anything in front of each other like that, do they?
Bull.
Girls?
Yeah.
I
They're
know
just
that-
as daughters
I know
you
that.
have.
You
I
know,
have no
I
idea.
know
I
in
have
the
3.
gym, a lot of them get naked in front of each other. They don't do that in front of us.
Oh.
Unless your name is Chuck Rogan.
Booyah.
Well, then,
Here's the great thing about the social hour, though, is that it is a social hour, and as you can tell, it's kind of hard for us to actually come in here and do this at 7 o'clock on a Sunday night. For the mere fact of it's too nice outside. We were out there. Jimmy
Yeah.
brought a dirt bike over. Chad and Darren both. Darren, did you ride?
Yes, sir.
We have 2 motorcycles out, 3 motorcycles, I guess, out in the driveway now. And like I said, it's just it's one of those things to where I mowed the lawn today. I got the lawn knocked out. And I went out there and I sold voles. I'm starting to see a lot of people with like they're voles, but a lot of people call them field mice.
Yeah.
Man, I have those things everywhere. And you know what?
Really?
I think it has something to do with the cicadas. I do not know that though. Not for
Get
certain.
yourself an outside cat.
But we understand that, you know what, this time of year it's going to be hard, and this is the social hour is going to be short and sweet for the most part, just because there's other things going on. And this basically is us. The equipment's being tested. I assume everything's okay.
check 1-1.
Yeah. So as soon as
Yeah, we can hear him, unfortunately.
yeah,
Of course.
exactly.
Yeah.
Chad hasn't
feel
haven't
the
even been
love.
here a month already, and he's already busting on Todd, which is absolutely
The
fantastic.
beauty of this, though, is that this will be posted and people can watch it when they come in a little while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, there's Brian Morton.
What's
Hey,
up, Brian? What's up, Brian?
Brian Morton's on?
Brian went out in the kayak today, by the way.
Brian's always going down that kayak.
I know, man.
Hey, Brian needs a kayak for 2. Brian needs to get a kayak for 2.
Oh wow. Anyway, the
Maybe
cool,
you can ride with him.
Now the cool thing about this particular episode is nothing special is going to happen except for the fact that we're going to give away $1,000.
Hey, Brian.
And you have to be on here and listening live to get this.
In the next 3 seconds, give us a call 681-222-7646. Boom. 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Hey! No one won
No
it.
one
There's a
called.
5-second delay.
Somebody just missed
Yeah.
$1,000. Daggone it. But anyway, right off the bat, we want to tell you about some great things coming up. We did a pretty cool experiment. It wasn't really necessarily an experiment. Dave Stingo from WBUI got contact with us, and Ernst Dodge in Fairmont, Morgantown, they wanted some drone footage for their Olympic spots. So what did we do? We went ahead and went out and we did some drone footage, which you will see in those commercials.
Which we
pretty
already
neat.
have. I think I showed you today.
You most certainly did.
It was a Ernst Dodge in Fairmont. They
that
used
was
a-
most certainly.
Not
I-
all of we.
It was well, Jimmy. Jimmy just got out of the coal mines. Now this is what's funny. Todd and I got off of work because we were fighting weather, and it was just instantaneous stuff. I mean, it was just like we were going to do this one day, and then the weather wasn't working out. So we left work, left East Point, went right to Fairmont. We had an opening there. I believe it was on Thursday.
Thursday.
Because I
Thursday. It
gave
was Thursday.
because I gave Dave Dave. I talked to Dave. He was over at the station there
Yeah, 'cause
in
I was on my way
Carlsberg,
back
and
from Pittsburgh.
because the Olympics were starting Friday night. It's like, yeah, we got some. Go ahead and come get it. And so we went ahead and did that. But Jimmy, the cool thing about it was Jimmy just got literally out of the mine. Now, Brian, I'm sorry because I know Brian hates the word literally, but he really did just like kind of walk out of the mine, and he had his mine gear on. And we went over there and filmed this stuff, and we walked into the showroom over there at Urs in Fairmont, and the looks that Jimmy got. I'm walking in here in this
Well, you're in
scroungy ass looking
mailman
mailman outfit, right? We look like a couple of vagabonds walking in this place, and these people are buying $60,000 trucks and cars and stuff, and we just walk in there like say, "Hey, what's going on, everyone?" Todd's got his camera around. We're flying that thing all over the place. I think the manager said, "What do you say? Just get it done, or just do it and get the hell out of here, or
just do
something
it
like
and get
that."
out. You're ruining my business. Come on, get out of here, boys.
So that worked out really nice. That was
But
a
I did
pretty
see
good
that
deal.
commercial. I think I've been recording the Olympics because I'm trying to see because what are they making, like 19 commercials?
19. There are 19 commercials.
So I'm
yes.
just trying to see, what they put in. It's just snippets because the commercial spots are only like check like 15 or 20 seconds or something like that. But they did Ernst Dodge in Fairmont. They did use that one of the drone. I showed you that one of the drone footage.
Yeah.
But they're going to be on for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Some web-based stuffs too. So that's pretty interesting. Which would be actually kind of a cool thing for us to actually do. Is a lot of these like Charlie over at CMR just offhand, he has his little business over there. It's great business. And you know what? When you walk in over at Seymour, if you need a transmission rebuilt, you walk in there, and it's just like, Charlie is a cool cat anyway.
Yeah, he really is.
And he was giving me some hell there the other day. Actually giving me hell through you, right?
Yeah, he was. I was delivering mail there, and he watched your video when you were doing the little cha-cha dance or whatever the hell you were doing. I don't know what you were doing. But he was yelling at me back. We was across the street, and he was yelling about that thing. He thinks he got a couple screw looses. Screw looses?
There's more
couple
than a
screws loose.
Most certainly do. So, maybe we could do like videos like that people could put on their, because we need to do one for Dwayne downtown Shinston.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for a few months.
For about 8 months now.
Yeah.
Actually, a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's so hard to get out.
If you have, if you got a business, like a small business in town, and you want something done.
Like a little video or something.
Yeah, like a video. We don't charge a dime.
Nope.
It's just strictly for something to do. And listen, we'll plug you, and we'll put that thing up on Facebook. You get a lot of likes, got a lot of hits. People come in and buy your stuff.
You know what? We can even we can do all kinds of cameos, right? We can go say something in downtown Shinston Plumbing, Shinston Heating and Cooling, right? Mm-hmm. We can have Daryl coming out because Daryl works down there, get into the truck, and at the same time have Chad and Darren ride by on their motorcycles.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we could what we could do is
every commercial have one little cameo,
little Easter eggs,
kind of like how in Marvel, how what's his face does the little cameo,
like Stan Lee will do
that. Yeah,
does a little cameo in every movie.
Well, we could do is we could take this Rogan Radio banner and hook it on Darren's because he can hang them big flags off the back of that motorcycle.
Yeah,
and he can roll right through the scene with that big Rogan Radio.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Flapping behind the motorcycle.
But anyway,
what do you think of that, Chuck?
We went ahead and gave away the opportunity for $1,000 about 5 minutes ago, and this is the second opportunity. $1,000 in 3, 2, 1, 6, 8, 1, 2, 2, 2, 7, 6, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. Ah, dang!
Everybody missed that opportunity too.
We had the potential tonight to give away $2,000. We have $5,000 to give away. But anyway, speaking of that, we would like to mention KDS Primitive Signs, shirts, and more. They're the ones that make these Rogan Radio T-shirts, and we have a big donation. Remember when we had the flood shirts, the West Virginia Strong shirts, and we went ahead and we're getting down on Duff Street in Staley. We're going to go ahead and pass that on so they can. It's a Methodist church down there, 400 Duff. I know that. That's my neighborhood. And then they're going to go ahead and ship that over to the Methodist flood relief. Disaster fund.
Yeah, sure.
There's no overhead.
You're going to take that over there then?
Yeah.
Okay.
The crackheads don't get me first over there. But the nice thing about the Methodist Disaster Relief Fund is there's zero overhead. Every single dime, every single penny, which is why we picked them in the first place, goes all to the
flood relief.
To the flood relief stuff. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, because you're getting to that spot now where people were starting to forget about it. You know what I mean? It was like hot and heavy there for a while, and now other people are, people are on to other things that they're doing, and they pretty much forget about those people. But it's going to take longer than 2 weeks.
There's some people down there. Isn't that right, Darren? I mean, there's people down there still living in tents.
Yeah, down on Beaumont.
Yeah. And they probably will be for a while, too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, this is not something that's going to end anytime soon.
No, and then we're not going to let it end.
And just on the flood relief information, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure.
The American Legion in Shinston, the whole American Legion family, the American Legion, the Ladies Auxiliary, Sons of American Legion Riders, we're having a elimination dinner on September the 10th for all the money that we can, that we're going to get out of that we're going to buy gift cards and physically take them down.
Put that director's cam on there. People are missing you. I'm getting
hell
on this.
I want to see it. There we go.
We're actually going to
look at him.
Buy gift cards and take them down to the families that need them. We're actually going to physically hand them out to the ones we see that need them and say, here's your gift card to either Lowe's or Walmart or whatever we can do for them.
Speaking of that, we want to go ahead and send a big happy, AJ.
AJ Morgan.
AJ Morgan, he worked with it. Do you know AJ? He used to...
he was a truck driver, right?
He dropped the mail off to us when we were downtown.
No, Terry worked with him.
Yeah.
In the mornings. I got back after he moved on.
Yeah, late shift. AJ got married.
Well, it's about time.
Jeez Louise.
I'm starting to worry about that guy.
Congratulations to AJ. Not so much to Michelle, his new wife, because,
condolences to her.
Yeah, condolences to her.
We always say that stuff. But,
we're so sorry, AJ.
But congratulations to Anthony and to Michelle there. Fantastic. And I love the pictures. I love the wedding pictures. You know what? I'm going to have the photos. You know what? What I want to do is I want to go up to JCPenney's and get some picture frames. And I want to find, like, the wedding couple stuff. And I want to photo fantasy my face into one of these perfect scenes weddings. You know,
so
one of
it
these
would look
weddings-
like you married AJ. Is that right?
Stupid dude. You
Ooh,
stupid.
shout out to my cousin Marianne, sexy Lang.
What's up, Betty
watching.
Joe? Betty Joe.
you call
Betty
her
Joe.
Marianne sexy.
She likes to be called sexy.
Hey, Betty Davis said hi, by the way.
Where?
Earn
Facebook.
Dog's
Right on
on.
the- if
Dog.
you're looking.
Dog.
Hey,
Betty Davis.
Betty Davis eyes.
Chrissy Daughtry's on watching.
What's up, Chrissy?
Betty Davis eyes.
For whatever reason. Like I
Come
said,
on, we all love
Hey,
Betty.
listen, you're
Betty,
listening to the show
Betty,
Social
Betty,
Hour,
Betty,
and
Betty.
the thing is that hey, Jen Garrison, hello. Mary Ann Lang, hello. Word.
The hell was that?
That's my cousin. Yo.
Yo.
You call her
Come on,
sexy.
man.
That's your cousin. You call sexy. You got a pretty tight family there.
Yeah. We do.
Dang. Chad, you went and saw Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad and Star Trek Beyond.
Okay.
That's the one I want to go see. We were supposed to go again this morning, but
And
we
you
didn't
didn't
go.
do it.
No.
Now, listen, we were just reading a story about how Star Trek is really not doing that great at the box office.
Really?
You know, to be honest with you, it doesn't surprise me. It was a good movie.
Right.
If you're a Trekkie, go watch it.
Yeah.
You're going to love it. If you're just a fan of the nostalgia of Star Trek and
Right.
everything, you're going to think it's an okay movie.
Right.
I will have to admit that it's not one that when it comes out to DVD, I'll be buying it right away.
No? Really?
No.
Not very
I-
not that good.
I'm not saying it's not good.
But it's
It's
not one
good
of-
in
not
its
one
own
you have
right,
to have.
but it's not one that I would have to have.
How about Suicide Squad?
That one,
Excellent.
I'm going to be standing in line waiting on them to put that
Really?
display up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
And
Dee,
buy the 4K version.
now, Darren, did you go to? Did I hear you say you went to the Ellis and saw that?
Yes, I did.
And there was
I took my son and we went and saw Suicide Squad and Jason Bourne.
That was a hell of a lineup.
Yeah.
That had.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? You have Suicide Squad and you have Jason Bourne.
Darren, did you manage to keep your eyes open for both features?
Oh, most definitely.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No, wait a
Those-
minute. Which was,
Excellent. Both excellent movies, man.
which was
And
considered to
no
be the
matter-
feature?
Well, the feature was the second one. It was Jason Bourne.
See, I would think
But
it'd be Suicide.
because,
though.
Suicide Squad, even though it got nasty reviews,
I don't listen
it
to
shattered.
reviews.
It shattered the box office openings for what was that one with the
Ghostbusters?
the Galaxy
Galaxy Quest or whatever. No, what was
no,
the
the
Guardians
other
of the
one.
Galaxy?
Guardians of the
Guardians of the
Galaxy.
Galaxy, yeah.
It shattered their record.
Huh.
So-
Well, I'm a huge Guardians fan.
Oh my goodness! You know what?
I can't help it.
We've said
It's a
this.
good movie, right?
We've said this.
Yeah, it is a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie in its own right.
Right. For what it is.
for that type of movie.
Exactly.
We've one thing that I love about Todd is that, and I'm not busting on you.
Yeah, you are, man. It's okay. I got thick skin.
No, but this is what's great. We'll be talking allegedly. We're talking on the phone. And by the way, Betty really likes when you sing to her.
I know.
Thick
I read
foreskin.
that.
You want
I
to do
sing
it
to
again
her all
real
the
quick
time.
before I get
Betty
to it?
Davis eyes, give me something.
She's got
Betty Davis eyes.
That's funny.
She probably never heard that in her life.
But hell, what the
Nah,
hell was I
never
even
have.
just? What was I just talking about?
We were talking about you were going to bust my balls about how
Oh,
I say
yeah,
it's
so-
the best ever. My
Well,
biggest
that's what I
fan.
mean. We're sitting here talking, and we're going to go ahead and we're talking about, I don't know who it might be. It could be
Ryan Reynolds.
it could be Ryan Reynolds, Timothy Dalton.
Why'd you
It
say
could-
Ryan Reynolds? Because you think he's sexy
No,
too?
because he is pretty sexy.
Every person that I say, more than likely, Todd's like, "Oh my God, listen, I'm a big Ryan Reynolds fan. I'm a big, Mel Gibson fan. Oh my God, listen, I'm a big
Tom Cruise.
Tom
Big
Cruise
Tom
fan.
Cruise
I'm a big the guy that grips the microphone dude that no one ever sees. Oh yeah, I saw his name in the credits. I'm a big fan of his too.
Best boy grip by. Yeah, I can't help it. I'm a fan of a lot of people. You're a fan of you. You're one of my biggest. I'm a huge fan, Chuck.
Well, hey, thank you for that.
You're
I
welcome.
think that just means that he knows who they are. Not really that he's a fan. He just knows
I
who
like
they
their
are.
movies, man.
Kind of like going back to James T. Kirk, What's T stand for?
Todd.
Big Star Trek fan, yeah. Do you know what? I can remember going with talking to Todd about that. He said, "Oh my God, I'm the biggest Star Trek fan ever." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Do you remember the Trouble with Tribbles? Remember that episode?"
Yeah, there's little furry
Yeah.
things.
Oh, he didn't even know what that was all about.
Oh, bullshit. I knew exactly what the hell a tribble was. It just
yeah.
looks like a little ball of fuzz. That's
Well,
all
what did they
are.
eat? What did they eat?
They ate the electrical shit from the
No,
ship.
they didn't. They ate all the oats out of or all the food out of the space station
Oh,
thing
bulls.
there.
The space station. They were on the Enterprise.
No, they weren't either.
Not back then.
They were not on the Enterprise.
Didn't they end up on
They're
the
on a
Enterprise?
planet, right?
Well, yeah, when they zoomed all over with their little transporter thing, Dorcas.
Oh, I'm the Dorcas and their transporter thing, and they blew on over from the
Hey,
transporter
listen,
thing.
I'm not the one that says I'm a big Trekkie. I mean, I am a Trekkie, don't get me wrong, but anyhow, that's with that being said. Did you like the video that I did with panties on my head?
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Hey, what do
you know what I found funny about that was a few episodes, well, a lot of episodes ago, Todd actually had those wearing those, so
they haven't been washed
his
either.
thing was right in that crotch, and then you had it right on your
Darren,
face.
go ahead and throw Chad's cam up there because you'll see those. See them on there? They're back there on Darth Vader's lightsaber right there. Yeah, see, that's where they are right now. And listen, those things have been
Todd
on.
had his lightsaber in them, and then you had your face right in them.
Let me tell you something. Those things. Let me tell you something.
Chuck said, I know why they called it the Hershey Highway.
Let me tell you something. They
your
have been
lightsaber
on.
was in a Hershey Highway?
Well, I'm just saying, you know.
I love. Have you ever been to Hershey, Pennsylvania? By the way,
Hershey, Pennsylvania. Yeah, actually, my
I
daughter
have.
went
Hershey
for
Park is very nice.
She went for a cheerleading competition down there one time. Ocean City.
It's pretty neat. It's actually pretty cool up there. It's actually pretty neat. Anyway, those panties there. I won those in a bet, or actually, I got them. What's up, John Pilo? Yo.
Well, where's the other 4 pair?
They're in the back in the back there, in my chest of drawers.
Your
and
chest
there was
of drawers?
Yeah.
You have a whole
chest
collection.
Why do they
drawers.
call it chest or drawers?
It's
Chest
chest
of
of
drawers.
drawers.
Chest or drawers.
Now you're being funny, ha. But they had the one pair of panties that I hated because I had to wear those things for a week was the one with the little diamond on the front, and I don't even know why a woman would want those, right? But they had a little diamond, and I had to wear these things for. I don't even remember what the bet was. I think it was just because
That you had to wear a different pair every day for 5 days in a row, and you had to have proof. Photographic proof, remember? Because we took pictures every day.
Every day for a week.
Yeah. And I'm
horrifying.
And I'm not really sure what I won by doing it.
Just bragging rights. Just
I must
say
be.
you did.
But Teresa Watts is the one that bet me to do it. But there was this one. There was a purple pair of panties, and it had like a little diamond on the front of it. And let me tell you something. That thing was strategically placed right in the wrong place.
Right on your junk.
Well, I mean, and then it was just brutal carrying mail with that thing.
So you're saying it must have been pretty low. Couldn't have been very high for you then, right?
I mean, it
Pressed right against his vagina, Jim.
I'm trying to think, Jimmy. It's probably I don't know, your head level. So right, it was right in there somewhere.
Yes.
Dork. It's not very nice. I tell you what. Let's go ahead and what do we want to do? Oh, I tell you what we need to do. But anyway, as far as KDS goes, getting back to them. If you want a Rogan Radio shirt, if you don't win one from us, I know Chad was talking about. We need to get you one of these things now.
Mm-hmm. Do they make them big enough?
No, we can get them any size you want, and we could decals, anything you want. What I would really like, if somebody would call Steve, and KDS is 366-1234. You can't if you want something 366-1234. You can't beat it. But
sounds fake.
But listen, what would be really cool if somebody had a bikini and somebody had the R backwards R and the R on a bikini that he made for
that
them.
would be cool. Mm-hmm. Black with the green letters.
I would almost pay
on
somebody
their breasts.
$1,000 for that. By the way, the third $1,000 we're going to give away happens right now. 3 seconds. Call us 681-222-7646. Dang, no one won that either. But we do have a big contest coming up here in the next few weeks, and it will probably involve not $1,000.
Maybe $100?
It could be. It could be. We were originally, Chad, when we first started this, because the podcast we knew was going to be a pretty good thing. Mm-hmm. The Facebook thing was like, wow, we're really not on Facebook all that much because this is about the only time of the week we ever do anything. And every 500 people that were going to listen we were going to give away $100. In the first, remember when it was near Christmas time, the first 500, because we started in September, and then it took us 3 months to get 500.
I wish I could remember who that was or her
Rebecca,
name.
Rebecca Morgan Reese.
Yeah, Rebecca Morgan Reese. We drove up there.
We actually went to her apartment over there, and we actually knocked on. There's videos of it somewhere we have. And it turned out to be pretty neat.
In the middle of the night, there's 3 guys going upstairs knocking on the door.
You remember her neighbor coming out because we were making
and you couldn't even see the neighbor. She opened the door and it was all dark, and she's like, "There's 3 strange guys." Yes, officer, 3 of them.
Well, we made such a what time was it? Like 9:30 or something like that at night.
No, it was way later.
We made this huge production when we got to the top of that stairwell.
We'll have to find that video. We'll do something. But it was pretty cool. Let's see. Mary Ann will take $1 at this point. Hello, Crystal Richards.
Isn't that that's your cousin, right?
Yeah.
So is that what's her name? Mary Ann. Mary Ann, sexy.
Hey, wow. I do have to tell you this much: if my oldest daughter's listening and watching right now, I guarantee you she's got the telephone number on her phone waiting for you.
Waiting for you to do it again.
She's going to hit dial.
Ready for it to do it
And
again.
you're going to be. We just won't answer for 3 seconds.
Network error.
Just
Network
count
error.
one Mississippi.
Like, oh, that was just my phone.
Hey, Marianne. Marianne, are you still on here, Marianne? Give me a yes or no. Because I want Marianne to call. Where's she? Is she living up in Pittsburgh? Mm-hmm. Is she up in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Tell her that Call Collect will accept all long distance charges.
Yeah. Yeah, Marianne. Well, I'll tell you what. I'd like to, let's get Marianne. I haven't talked to Marianne. No, or Ginger, too.
Now, who was your favorite? Who was your favorite? Was
Or
it Marianne
Ginger, too.
or was it Ginger?
Marianne.
Marianne,
Oh, yeah,
of course.
Marianne.
Oh yeah, she's just a
Marianne.
cute little girl next door.
I think Marianne was definitely better. Everybody always talked
yeah.
about Ginger, but
No.
Marianne was
It was always Marianne for me.
Yeah, Marianne was.
She's
always
still
better.
pretty.
Ginger
Yeah.
just take too much
Too much
attention.
maintenance.
Now, let me ask you
Yeah.
this, though. Did you like the chick from Bewitched, or did you like Jeannie?
Jeannie.
Jeannie, man. She was, anybody that could
Sorry, I kind of like that.
Bewitched.
Mary-
I like the witch.
What was her name?
Marianne said, "I am." No way, I'm calling.
Oh,
you're
dang,
not
Marianne.
shy. Get the
Jeez
crap outta
Louise,
here.
Call
dude.
that number, Mary. It's right on the screen, for God's sake.
Come on. Way to go, Marianne. The show went to shit, and I was going to give you $10,000, too. Great.
Damn, is that all it takes? Just a call?
Jeez, you just never know. No, really, though. What was her name? Tabitha?
Tabitha.
That was
the
Bewitched.
kid.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was the kid. She was the little kid.
No, that was
No,
Bewitched.
No, yeah,
right?
that was Bewitched. Tabitha.
That was the girl.
Oh, what are we talking about? Dollar or Dream of Genie?
Dollar General. What? He's still thinking about giving Marianne $1.
Where was Tabitha? Was there even a kid in
No,
the
in
Genie movie?
Bewitched, the little girl's name was Tabitha in Bewitched.
No, it was the
It was
witch.
the
It was the
woman.
mom.
No, that was
Her name was
Mom.
Tabitha?
Yeah.
What was the
Yeah.
kid's name?
I don't know, kid.
The little girl.
daughter.
She had a little girl.
Is the
Yeah.
guy? Hey, listen. Is the
Tabitha.
it was the Air Force dude in Bewitched? He was an Air Force guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
there
he
was
the-
two different
The
guys. too.
genie was a very.
Was he was
Air
one
Force
was
dude,
one of
too.
those guys?
Yeah,
the
Jeannie
same,
was Air Force
Was
guy,
one of those
too.
were one of those guys the same guy that was in Mr. Ed? Because they kind of look the same to me. All those kind of.
I never watched Mr. Ed.
Wilbur.
You never watched Mr. Ed?
I never watched Mr. Ed.
Samantha.
Okay, you
Samantha
got,
Oh,
was-
yeah,
yeah, that's
Bewitched.
right. Thanks,
Samantha
Jim.
was the daughter or Tabitha? Samantha.
Tabitha was the daughter. Samantha was the.
Okay, so I was
Okay.
The
right.
mom was Samantha.
I was
Okay.
right. Was
Hello,
I right?
Mark Coffey.
I guess you were right.
Was
There
I right?
was,
Chuck, just say it for God's sake. I
Dick
was
Rourke
right.
Say
and
what?
Dick Sargent.
Hey,
both
listen,
was there.
Darren, I'll tell you what. You know
Okay.
what? While Todd boasts here, we're going to make some emoji dance. So go ahead.
All right,
and
make 'em
just
dance.
Make them dance. Make the emoji dance, and then talk and go ahead and bask in his glory of being right.
Samantha was the mom and Tabitha was the
You know
kid.
Whatever,
Hey, you
dude.
can't hear me with this music this loud. I
Damn
don't
right. What?
Uh-oh, it's official. Mark Coffey said the mom was Samantha.
That's
Thank you,
nice.
Mark
That's
Coffey.
nice. Make these things dance.
Loser. You are a pathetic loser.
I cannot believe Todd actually knew Samantha and Tabitha
Just
and all
because
that
I
stuff.
watched that show when I was a kid.
That is correct. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Social Hour. This is where we warm up for the actual podcast, make sure everything's working and all that stuff, because the meat of the situation comes in here in about 10, 15, 20 minutes. And basically, the cool part about this is most of it's already over.
My wiener's skeleton.
Those things
Make
are,
the emojis dance.
Why'd you turn it? People are
Didn't
knocking. People
turn
are.
nothing down.
You did.
Samantha.
Come on, Tabitha, hit him. Hit him, baby.
I'd
Hit
like
him.
to say hi to Rod Taylor. Rod Taylor, he blew out a bicep, had a little shoulder surgery.
Oh, I see Stephanie doing it. Look at that little face popping.
Hello,
There it is.
Judy Clevenger.
Good job,
Jamie
Steph.
Lynn Allen, James Conley, and Lila McCoy. Now, we're kind of dance. Tom, put your pants back on for crying out loud, dude.
That's why Stephanie. That's why Stephanie keeps hitting them hearts real fast. Bang, get bang, get bang, get bang, get bang, get bang.
Because it's funny, man. It's funny looking.
I don't care. You never heard me bragging.
All right, put some sex noises in this.
Sideways.
You know what? How about this? How about a little James Brown? Two-time.
Give me that. See that?
Want to make love to a schoolboy.
Jabba. Ooh.
Can you give me just 4 nuggets?
All right, we made him dance there. All right, well, good for you, Todd. You actually got something right that time.
Yeah.
Actually, more often than not, you do that stuff. That's pretty interesting.
I appreciate you saying that.
Another thing we want to remind you of is that coming up on August 20th is we had Darren and Kristen in here.
Clinton
Clinton and
Who
Kristen.
the hell did I say?
Darren.
I'm here all the time.
Clinton and Kristen.
Let me tell you something. My daggone my
Dusting the shelves.
I'm telling you, when it comes to my mind and how things work, it's not right. I think I'm losing
No, it's
it.
not right. You watch some of your videos. We know it ain't right.
I think I'm kind of losing it a little bit.
Underwear on
What's
your
up,
head.
Jesse? But anyway, coming up on August 20th, it's the relay. It's the Ride for
Life at the Roadhouse on August 20th.
Ride
Registration
relay.
starts
It's
at
the same
10.
difference.
It's a Ride for Life. For Bikers for a Cure, though, I do have that right. Last week I couldn't get that right. Registration is going to be up at the Roadhouse starting at 10. It's going to last till noon. And then I think Clinton said that they're going to even have breakfast and all kinds of
Texas Roadhouse will have some type of breakfast there and everything.
And then they said when it ends, because it'll end at the Best Western.
Yeah, it'll end at the Best Western, and they'll have Texas Roadhouse and other people that are contributing. They'll be delivering food down there. They're going to have a big grub.
And then I also think, if I remember, Clinton said that the Best Western was going to offer discounted rooms that night, for guys who want to.
For anybody that might have a little too much to drink. So that they don't.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it is.
I think you said what? Was it $69 a night or $60?
$60 a night.
Wow, $60 a night?
Yeah. That's
well,
good.
for that one night.
Right. Well, right.
69 at night.
Oh, jeez.
What? $69 a night is nothing.
The No-Tell Motels, $69 a night.
The No-Tell
Motel.
That's what we're going to tell. That's what we're going to do for. We're going to do that for when it comes time for our practice promo things that we're going to do these commercials for people. It'll be stuff. It'll be spoofs like that.
Yeah.
Every Friday
Come
night
on
at the
down.
Note. It'll be like a monster truck thing. Every Friday night.
We'll sell you the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
$69.
That's hilarious. Where the hell did you
love
come up with
those
that?
things. They do that stuff, and you hear the trucks going. It's crazy.
Your vein popped out in your forehead.
Listen, that wasn't my vein out of my forehead.
Scanners.
Yeah.
That was great. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. When's the last time you watched that movie?
Oh, dude.
About 40.
Forever. Which one, the original?
46 now, about 45 years ago.
I don't.
I watched the remake. It wasn't too bad.
How about V?
I like V.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, me too.
You know, they had the new V came back out again, that series, and it was actually pretty decent, and then it got canceled, of course.
Well,
Battlestar Galactica, the new series or the original?
Original.
I like the new.
New's good, but the original, man.
I've never watched
Find me the Sound
new.
of a Cylon.
Oh, I will. I've never watched the new.
It's really kind of hard when you get attached to a TV show.
Yes.
And then they turn around and put, I know it was a flop, but Heroes.
Right.
Okay, when my daughter and I, we started watching Heroes and everything on Netflix. Turned around, they came out with that Heroes Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
Had 3 or 4 of the characters from the previous. It just didn't work.
Right.
Just absolutely.
What the?
What?
So it didn't
Jimmy,
work out?
find me a sound of Darth Vader while Todd's doing this. We're going to have a little face-off here. But Heroes, I don't remember ever watching that. That was like a Marvel sort of like a superhero thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of like it. Well, what is it? Marvel would
go ahead and pause that until we want
DC
it.
Comics actually call them metahumans.
Yeah.
Regular people that have special powers.
Is that Heroes? Heroes?
Yeah, Heroes.
Yeah, I like Heroes.
The original Heroes, it was actually pretty good there for first couple seasons.
Right.
Then it started going downhill a little bit. They came out with Heroes Reborn because evidently there was enough people that said they loved Heroes. They said, "Well, we'll bring it back a couple years later." But they didn't have like the main cheerleader chick.
Oh yeah,
What was her name?
hair
Buck
girl.
Rogers says Jesse.
Buck Rogers is hard to watch.
The main
too.
cheerleader chick, she's not in any of the episodes.
Right.
She was like the main person to get this TV show started, and they killed her off
Pretty quick.
after the TV show ended the first time. Since she wouldn't come back, they killed her character off, and it never came it just didn't seem to work as well.
What was the show with the blind guy? The blind dude that did super fly ninja stuff.
Daredevil.
That was good. That was good. All right, here we're going. Do you have a Cylon?
I got a Cylon.
Okay, here's what we want to know. If you're watching the Facebook right now, that's good too. Okay, basically we're going to have a sound off. What's more pleasing to the ear? The first in this corner is going to be a Cylon. You have that. That's original. Okay, that's good. Okay,
I
so
love that shit.
Cylon,
You're right. I changed my mind.
Cylon versus Darth Vader.
Sounds like he's snoring because he's bored.
That's good stuff.
That is.
That's good stuff. Back in the day. What? Oh yeah.
Oh, that was good though.
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy.
You can't beat James Earl Jones, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, was James Earl Jones in anything before he was voice of Darth Vader? Was he anything? So. What did he do before he was the voice of Darth Vader?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Did he do anything?
When was
77?
I thought he had some old stuff.
Wikipedia.
Conan?
He was.
He was in
Conan.
That
was in 80.
Beginning of the 80s.
Yeah, that was
right?
Okay.
Yeah. What did he do? I wonder what his Wikipedia, what his filmology would be before Star Wars, because I don't think I ever see him anywhere. How's that? By the way, let me tell you this pretty cool. We have that PC that Chad's using now. It was running Windows 7, I think. But the problem with
He's 85, dude.
85?
Freaking 85.
What was 85?
That thing was running super slow.
James Earl Jones.
So what we did was, that little USB stick? We're actually running Chrome OS on a Windows machine. Is it actually running pretty good?
Yeah, it's not doing too bad.
Isn't that something?
As long as you're on the internet, it runs pretty quick.
Yeah.
As the main operating system, it seems like it wants to try a little too hard. But once you're actually operating on the internet,
Right.
I mean, it's scrolling through real fast.
That's fantastic.
He was in a lot of. It looked like he was in a lot of like soap operas in the 50s, dude.
1964. He was in
Doctor.
Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that would be.
Lothar Zog.
Well,
That's probably
So
the
he
first
had-
movie right there.
I'm going to have to watch that because I love Dr. Strangelove.
67, the comedian.
Let me tell you something
Yeah,
about
and
Dr.
then
Strangelove. Have you
1970
guys ever seen Dr. Strangelove?
No.
Oh, let me tell you something. One of the best filmed movies you will ever see. It's in black and white. Slim Pickens is in that thing. He actually, that's where he rides the nuclear bomb down with that movie. And let me tell you, one of the best filmed movies you will ever see. The angles, the way they did that stuff. It is fantastic. If you get a chance to watch that, it's
I'll put
probably
that on my
YouTube.
bucket list right now.
Absolutely to do that.
Doctor Strange.
Once again, up at we're big friends up at the Sagebrush, and Sagebrush on September 10th. That's when their big concert is. They're going to have the headliners are going to be Confederate Railroad, and you don't want to miss that. We're going to go ahead and we'll post some links up here after we get done with the podcast, which is not this, by the way. I keep wanting to reiterate that because I had somebody last week talking about how they liked the Rogan Radio stuff on Facebook. Saying, well, no, this Facebook stuff is not Rogan Radio. I mean, it is,
right?
But this is more or less where we warm up and just kind of screw off a little bit and kill time for the most part.
Yeah, if they want to listen to the podcast, they can. You got all the links, or right up there on the screen there. Facebook, Twitter,
and that's where
SoundCloud, YouTube.
That's where our energy
Stitcher.
goes.
Stitcher.
I do have to ask one question. We got Christian on here. He said, Isn't he doing the voice for Vader in the new Star Wars?
I believe
I heard he
is.
was. James Earl Jones was. Yeah, yeah,
Which, if you're going to have Vader in anything, you got to have James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You
ain't gonna
can't
work any other
There's
way.
no one that can really pull that off, I don't
But
think.
see, I kind of wonder about that because you have the guy, some of these impressionists that can do some very good. Like, say for example, Todd.
I still have yet to hear somebody do a spot on Vader.
No,
You ever watch Rebels? You ever watch that? There's a
Yeah,
Vader
little
in
bit.
Rebels, and I don't think it's James Earl Jones, but whoever does that, they do
pretty
it really
close.
good. Yeah, it's very
Like, for
close.
example, though, you have somebody, and I'm sure there's somebody out there that does a great one, just like, oh my goodness, out in Tucson. Tony.
Yeah.
He did Tucson, Arizona is what Todd calls it, Tucson, Arizona. Tucson. He does a great Kylo Ren. Remember when he did that?
Oh, I do remember when he did that. Yeah, he did it. It sounded just like him,
It
too.
did sound just like
We
him.
got to get that guy on here.
Yeah. We haven't talked to Tony for a long time.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that. But Todd does some great impressions.
We'll have to get with him for when we do some filming stuff, too, because he does a lot of good film work.
Todd does some great impressions. First of all, check this out.
Yeah.
Do your impression of Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, you've already lost it.
Yeah.
See, now Jeremy knows how to do it.
What about? Actually, I like his Bill Cosby.
Can you call Jeremy up, please?
I can do Bill Cosby. You want to hear that?
Yeah, go ahead while we get Jeremy. Jeremy,
Just to tell you that all you got to do, see, is you get the spoon and you pour it down into the pudding pop and you stick it in your...
do your Jar Jar. Do your Jar Jar.
Misa say, Chalky's a winner.
I hate Jar Jar.
You know the bad part about it is he does that one very,
That one's very
very
good.
well.
Misa say
The one that everybody hates.
Stupid.
Now, how about the what the hell am I hearing?
Me?
I don't know. Not me.
Ooh, that's my. This is my.
So go ahead and we'll do your.
Call him, Ducka. Make sure
okay.
this is up.
Do your.
Who do you want? Real quick. Real quick.
No,
Who?
see, I cannot believe you screwed that up.
Which one? Oh, I don't know how that Michael Jackson goes.
Cylon, definitely, Jesse. We tried to call him last week.
Come
too.
on, Ducka. Answer it. I know
He's
you're
probably cutting
doing
grass
something.
or something.
No, he got his grass cut on Friday.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's
oh,
probably,
yeah, he did say
he's
that.
not on
He
here.
could be on the boat. He could be on the boat. He could be on the Tiger. Sounds like he might be. But you don't. You remember how he does? We play a game. Todd does the impression of, say, like, this is one of Todd's he thinks is spot on. You're Morgan Freeman.
Andy Dufresne was a cold drink.
Is that not the worst thing I ever heard?
Andy Dufresne was a cold drink of water.
Okay, so then we have Jeremy on the other line, and they have this battle back and forth, and it's like, okay, Jeremy, hit me with your Prince. And Jeremy will do
Prince?
this. Yeah.
Does he even know who Prince is?
Absolutely. So then,
Yeah, okay, I can play this game. Go ahead.
Okay. So
Let's start over.
I'm going to start over with Todd. This is how we play the game on the phone. All right, Todd, give me your John Wayne.
Okay.
John.
Do you even know John Wayne?
John Wayne? Well, I'm not gonna hit you, Pilgrim. Well, the hell I ain't.
Okay, so Todd's always done that one. Okay, so then Jeremy, he doesn't do impressions. So we had to pick people that Jeremy can do an impression of.
Okay, go ahead. I'll be Jeremy.
No, you're back and forth. This is bullshit, man.
It's bullshit. I'm gonna kill you.
All right, give me something. Give me something. We're gonna call this thing so we can get to it.
Michael Jackson.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
I'm gonna do my impression of Michael Jackson.
All right, Chuck, give me an impression of Michael Jackson. That's it. Perfect. Put your hands together.
All right,
Good job.
Give me another one.
How about give me? Here's a good one. Yours is really gonna test the vocal cords. Whitney Houston. Good job, Chucky. Good job. Put your hands here.
Yep.
One more. Do you want to do one more?
Everything happens in threes.
Okay. Give me Prince. Perfect. Put your hands together. Perfect job. Good job, Chuck.
And that's how we play that game. But Todd had to.
Well, I wasn't
actually
thinking.
his
You
Michael
put me on the
Jackson.
spot,
I know,
man.
I'm sorry.
This wasn't.
I'm sorry.
This is not pre-recorded, man. It's all live.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Once again, if you would like anything Rogan Radio as far as a shirt and things like that go, the flood relief shirts are still going on. All the money donated going to the United Methodist Church Disaster Relief Fund. We're going to go ahead and get hold of. Actually, I want to see him tomorrow down at 400 Duff in Staley, and we're going to take care of that action. But go ahead and give Stephen his wife a call at KDS. It's 623-1234. 366. See?
1234.
366-1234. Also, we had some calls. I think we had some calls on the Rogan Radio hotline, too.
Do you want to play?
think so.
You want to play something?
There was some. Remember, what was his name? Wanted us to do karaoke. I just saw
Play
that.
one of them.
You have the phone.
It's right here.
I don't know. I can't remember. But I think you said,
We'll see
Yeah,
what this
that'd be
sounds
a
like.
great
Let's just go ahead, 'cause-
We got time.
Chuck, I think you said that'd be a great time.
We got time for that.
We ain't got time for that shit.
Okay, let's see what this one is.
Hi, Mommy.
Let's see.
Hey, Mommy. Hey, Mommy.
Let's see.
Mama.
Hello, this message is from Mr. Chuck Rogan. My name is Kai, and I'm with Third Millennium Marketing. Just wanted to see if maybe I could set up a time to come and speak to you about promotional items, marketing your business better. Give me a call at 304-838-0632.
Have you screened these before you're pressing
We
button?
do a
Because you
variety
never
of
know
things.
what
We
you're
do
going to get.
vehicle wrap.
This message is for Chuck Rogan.
No. Here we go. Here's the one. Here he goes. Ooh, it was. Hold on. Where is this?
I don't know, but this is great.
The look on his face.
Hello,
right
this
now.
is Jimmy from Foster's Pizza in Shinnston. I'm the manager, and I was wanting to talk to you about doing some karaoke.
Yeah, see, there we go. Now listen, here's what we're going to do.
And there's how he stopped it real quick.
No, yeah,
you
he
now-
gave his number down there. I'm going to have to
okay.
get hold of him. So
Now
what
you-
we're going to do is, here's what we're going to do, is we're going to go ahead, and I'll get ready for your emoji. And Darren, if you could put that camera on me, because what I'm going to do is, I'm going to talk to Connie. I'm going to talk to Connie. And I'm going to do this in the only way I know how.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, this message is from Mr. Chuck Rogan. My name is Kai, and I'm
Hi.
with Third Millennium Marketing.
Hello, Connie.
Just wanted to see if maybe I could set up a time to come and speak to you about promotional items, marketing your business better. Give me a call at 304-838-0632. We do a variety of things. We do vehicle
Third
wrap,
Millennium Marketing, though. That's in Bridgeport, isn't it?
promotional items, printing. I hear that you do drone video. We can take fragments from that and print off pictures. We can do just about anything that you would need to have.
Ooh, she can do
They
I
can
was
do
going to talk to Connie, but
anything.
she didn't give me a chance to talk to her.
She can
she
do
gave you her
just
phone
about
number,
anything you want, Chuck. That's
Here's
what
Jim.
she said.
I'd like to have a big picture of this is what I would like. Chad, and I would like Darren and Jimmy and Todd laying on one of these couches, these lounge recliner things, laying on their side, eating grapes naked. And so I can put it on the ceiling. So when I come in the house after work, I can look up and be like, look at this shit.
I don't think so, dude.
I'm not sure how to respond to that.
I'm not
really.
either. I don't want to respond to that.
I'm at a loss, man.
That's
it.
Okay.
Okay, I don't like grapes.
How about chestnuts?
No.
I don't
How
like
about
nuts
Jimmy
on my
nuts?
chest. I
How
don't
about
like
chin
nuts
nuts?
on my chest.
You like them on your chin?
Nowhere. I don't like nuts
Okay,
anywhere
I
on
didn't
me.
know where you
Is that
like
why
them.
you don't have any?
These nuts.
Stephanie has his balls at
These
home
nuts. That's right.
in a jar
In a
on
jar.
top of the
Wow.
refrigerator.
Hey, anyway, we're going to go
Nuts
ahead.
don't work anymore.
Dang, dude, what?
Mine don't work anymore either.
Hey, yeah, remember we had this conversation
did.
about the slit and the nut sack?
Whoa, listen, whoa.
Chad, you had
Vasectomy,
did you have
yeah.
to? Yeah, Darren.
These nuts.
Darren, you did.
Donnie Everett, what's up?
No,
Brian Bland,
remember
what's
we
up?
said that those two was the ones that could get each other pregnant.
Oh, that's right. That's
Brian
right.
Bland down in North Carolina, what's up, buddy?
Wonder if Brian Bland had his nuts cut yet.
Listen, man,
I'm
why
just
are we
asking.
talking about
I just
that?
didn't know. He didn't say. We were talking.
Listen, the last time we did this,
These are real life things, Chuck. This is the live version. It's about live things. Like,
Yeah. Listen,
what
we-
do guys do?
This
that
ended
they
up
don't
in
do in front of
episiotomies and
girls?
everything
Yeah,
else.
we just want to be interactive with the
Who
people
got
on
their nuts
Facebook.
cut?
So I said, "Hey, has Brian Bland ever had his nuts cut?" And then I don't know.
That's
if he
on
has-
video forever.
Yeah. Oh, look, Brian Bland says no way.
Thank
No way.
Well, you know what?
What's up, David D?
Congratulations,
What's
Dad.
up, David D? Oh my goodness gracious! How
Has
we get...
David Daughtery ever had his nuts cut?
Listen, man, this is not the show for that. This is stuff that men talk about with each other without women listening, and we probably have out of
Women don't
No,
like you
see,
for it.
here's the thing.
There's 6 of them.
Guys that have had a vasectomy done,
Yeah.
they can go and have fun and not leave a trace.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You don't have to worry about excess baggage coming along 9 months later.
No, you don't.
Most women love that you'll make that sacrifice.
David
for them.
Daughtery had his
See?
nuts. He was
He's a
castrated
different
4
word.
years ago.
You
See? 4 years ago.
You know what? Doesn't a vasectomy sound like something you should get from the Olive Garden? Like I want
No,
some garlic
it
bread,
does
a couple
not.
meatballs, and a vasectomy.
There's again another reason why I've never found a meal at the Olive Garden that I liked.
There's Susie Watkins again commenting. TMI, guys. Remember last time she commented and then she disappeared for a while.
Oh, was that Susie
All
Watkins
right, you know
again?
what? Let me tell you, Susie.
We did a little love jam for
Well,
Susie
let me tell
last
you
time,
something.
didn't
You
we?
know what? We didn't
Yeah.
get to talk to Connie, but since Susie, let's have a love jam.
Love jam.
Let's have a vasectomy love jam to Susie.
Vasectomy love jam.
Yeah.
You understand that Susie's never had a vasectomy, right?
No, but she's going to know what it's all about here in about 30 seconds once I get this music up. Sorry. You know what we do? You know we love you, Susie.
He's like, we love you.
Let me see. Scroll down.
I don't know
Susie.
I don't know if this is. Yeah.
Oh, this is.
All
Hey,
right, now listen.
Susie, sit
We're gonna-
back in your
we're gonna
chair.
end on
Susie.
this. This is the Susie Watkins about the vasectomy. I want to see those emoji fly.
While we give a little Susie a little love, give us a little love. And hit them little emojis. Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, Susie.
Oh, here it comes, Susie.
It begins with a V.
Yeah, close your eyes, Susie.
It ends with a Y.
Sounds like Poozy. Susie.
Sounds like Susie.
Well, Poozy rhymes
To
with Susie.
me.
Listen up, Susie.
You can't spell vasectomy without to me.
Ding. That's good, Chuck. Keep going, Chuck. Susie's listening.
We don't use rubber bands.
No.
We don't use staplers.
No, we don't use staplers.
We don't use one of those big hammers they nail down those spikes for circus tents.
No.
We use surgical techniques known as vasectomy. When a snake bites, that's venomous. A vasectomy. You can't spell vasectomy without to me.
Susie.
I think she's going again.
Susie, you can't spell vasectomy without Susie. Vasuzame.
Listen. Susan walking me.
Why are you here, sir? For Susan walked me.
Susan walked me.
Susan back me.
The best thing about this, though, I swear to goodness, we had this last time.
Oh, yeah.
We should have actually put the 6-shooter on because this is like one of those Western porn movie songs.
Yeah.
Why are people stopping with the emojis? We're not done
Just
yet.
they're puking and
No, they're not.
All right, listen, Jen's listening. Okay, I'll do it to Jen now. Hey, Jen.
Jen who?
Hey, Jen. I like to drink gin. I like to drink beer. And I haven't had a vasectomy.
So you better stay clear.
Should be clipped. Solder. Elmer's glue.
Give it to me, baby. Yeah. Give it to me. I can't. I've had a vasectomy. Give it to me.
Tastes like chicken. Smells like stir fry.
Everything tastes like chicken.
Except chicken.
Except for
Ginny, gin. Ginny,
Jen
gin.
rhymes with him. Vasectomy.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka vasectomy.
Put your hands together. So we also did that. We did that to Susie and we did to Jen. Now let's do it to Brian Bland, everyone. Sorry, Brian, we're not going to do that to you. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to call this. We're going to go ahead. The podcast actually is going to be fantastic this week. We're going to go ahead and talk about the in depth because Darren and Chad also went to see Suicide Squad. And you've both seen Jason Bourne, and we can compare that with Star Trek. I think Chad's the only one that we know of has actually seen Star Trek.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm supposed to go 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
We're also going to talk about what's up right now, the Olympics.
Oh, shoot.
2016
Olympics.
Olympics in Rio.
Who was the first gold medalist?
Yeah, I'll tell you one.
Oh, is that right?
19-year-old from
the swimmer, right?
No,
the air rifle. Girl with a gun in WV.
Let me tell you
It's
something.
more stereotypical than that. Come on.
Let me tell you something, man. And you know what? That rifle team up there has been fantastic for years and years. I mean, they're dominators up there.
Has
They're
it always been an air rifle? We talked about that.
No, I don't think it's always been an air. They're using
I
air
think they
rifle.
started off with 22.
See, that's what I thought too.
22.
Was 22.
When did they go to the air rifle stuff?
I'm not sure.
I
what
think
year
when they
made
started
change.
cracking down more on the gun violence and,
Yeah.
and all that.
Because
Probably
Olympic
about, 5
athletes are
years ago.
pretty
because
prone to
Olympic athletes
mass
are prone
killings.
to
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You can get her
High pressure
I can't say that.
situations, not a good idea.
Well, listen, a woman in a gun is a bad idea anyway.
Did you see Brian's?
I'm just
Chuck
saying.
should lay them on the table, and Jimmy can perform the procedure, and Darren can give the play-by-play.
Here's how we
Wrap them
do
in
it.
both hands.
Throw that back here, Darren. Throw this camera back over here for a second. This is how we do it back when my dad was growing up. We were so poor. Like when Dad had a vasectomy, and I don't even think he did. But this is how they did it back in the day. They got
I think
those
he
things.
should have.
They
Right
grabbed
after
them
your
like
sister
this.
was born.
They grabbed them like an apple, and they just went like this. And they threw that stuff right out of there, and you never had to worry about them again.
That's how they do some goats and stuff like that.
You know what? This thing's been all over the place, and I just stuck it in my mouth.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
did.
I was just thinking.
It's nasty.
It's been in Todd's
had
mouth.
that in his hands how many
I
times?
put that down
and
my
where
pants.
does his hands go?
Yeah, he
Right
had
down
it
into
sticking
my
out of his pants.
right there next to my junk knuckle.
To make it look like he had a bigger one.
Yeah. Only when I wear them really, really tight Speedos.
All right. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Olympics. Make sure we're going to have the podcast up tomorrow morning, hopefully, and we have the video will be up there at some point also. So with that being said, once again, don't forget the Ride for Life, August 20th at the Roadhouse. Registration starts at 10 until noon, and there's a 130 mile ride.
130 miles.
There's going to be breakfast, great rooms up at the Best Western. If you want to see this, we're going to go ahead and put the link up. It's Bikers for a Cure that we'll go ahead and put their Facebook up. Yeah. We'll put their Facebook page up there also. Don't forget to listen to Tundra Talking. Everything Donnie's actually going to be coming in here. It sounded like in the next couple of weeks, and he had the twins, and it sounds like I've been seeing some pictures of them, and they're doing pretty good. I mean, one was, I can't remember, 2.6 and maybe 3.2 pounds, something like that.
Yeah, they both lost weight and everything too after being
right.
which is normally typical anyway for a baby. But when they're that small,
sure.
Wow.
So everything seems to be doing pretty good. So thank goodness for that, and continue to watch Tundra Talking. I've seen Buster's back in town. Seems like Buster's back.
Yeah, to get him
the
on.
Mad No Matter. He went. The Mad No Matter went
trip, wasn't he?
Good Lord, is there any place that he didn't go?
I'm telling you,
we need to have him come in and talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely, because he went all out west. I mean,
for a podcast.
Honest to God, he went everywhere. He was down at Area 51.
He went all the way out to the Oregon coast, man.
He went up to the Oregon coast. He went up to Washington. He
said he drove right by Slippery Kitten's house.
Oh, how's he know where she lives?
Like 5 minutes from her house or something like that.
Really?
She commented on his photos.
Oh, wow.
Haven't heard from her for a long time.
Yeah, where is Slippery Kitten at? That's bullshit.
She's up in Oregon.
Hey,
she hasn't
Mike
got no
Coffey
money for a PS4.
You had worse in your mouth, Chuck.
Oh, Mike, leave our sex life out of this. That's just a total joke.
Wrap it up, Chuck. Wrap it up.
But anyway, that being said, and also, once again, we want to remind you about September 10th up at the Sagebrush. Confederate Railroad is going to be the big headline act up there with Black Horse and, of course, Touch of Country. And that's going to be, we'll give you details as we get closer to that, so that's fantastic. And listen, watch the Olympics, cheer for the USA, and be watching specifically for Earth Dodge commercials, because you'll probably see
a little bit of
Chucky's drone footage.
Or you might see Todd hanging out the back of the truck while Jimmy's driving through the McDonald's parking lot about 800 miles
Jesus
an hour.
God, you almost killed me.
You're crazy. I was going super slow.
Yeah, until
when I pulled out, I had to pull out in front of traffic there.
Yeah. And he hit the gas.
When I pulled out, it threw Todd.
Yeah, he threw me all around the back of the damn pickup truck.
So we want to thank Dave over at BOY for having us do that, and that was a great honor. And we're going to go down and do some other stuff eventually. And if you have a business, listen, we can't promise anything because we work 6 days a week, normally 10 hours a day. And but we would like to. We're thinking about getting into an endeavor here because we have a lot of stuff, and maybe it would be on a, I don't know, we could go after work. But anyway, the point of it is, if you want like a little 2-minute video concerning your business, like a highlight video, let us know. We'll come down and put something together for you. Then you can throw it up on your Facebook page.
Absolutely free, man.
That's what I mean. Absolutely, we don't.
Our public service.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's fun. It's fun.
Sure, it's fun.
And you got to support your local businesses anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
And if you have a business, just remember there's several thousand people that watch the Facebook Live every week, and then we got an average of 33,000 people watching the podcast or listening to it. So
so that would be good too.
Yep.
Yeah. Plus, you'll have like this neat little thing you can put on your Facebook page if you don't have one already. That kind of give it.
All you got to do is call the Radio Rogan hotline, leave a message for Chuck, or Facebook him on Facebook.
Yeah, you can
Facebook
do that
him
too.
on Facebook.
You can do that too. So that's cool. That'll be
we knew what you were
instant message him on Facebook,
Instagram, Snapchat,
not Instagram.
Send him a love note.
But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening tonight. We're going to go ahead and record the podcast now on behalf of Darren, Chad, Jimmy, Todd, and myself. This has been the Social Hour. The real party is about to begin. Peace. We'll see you tomorrow. Late.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
And for God's sakes, hit those emoji things. Make them fly, man. Make them fly. I love that stuff. There you go.
If I could be you, if you could be me, Lord, for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's mind. Well, if you could see you through God's eyes and steady your ego. Well, I believe you'd be surprised to see, brother, you've been blind. same way you do. Well, I may be just common people, but I'm your brother. And when you strike out to try to hurt me, it's a hurting you. Lord have mercy, walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, baby. Just walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah. Now there are people on the reservations, and they're out in the ghetto. And brother, there, before the grace of God, I go you and I. Now if I only had the wings of a little angel, don't you know I'd fly to the top of a mountain, and then I'd cry, 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 walk a mile in my shoes. Just walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes. Down, 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 down in my shoes. Yeah.
Walk a mile.
Just walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse.
This is why you never leave before the credits are over.
Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes. Just walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes. One more time, baby.
Come on. Yeah.
Just walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Yeah, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes.
Susie Walker, Garrison. Vasectomy. Hey.